Okay, let's get started. I have things to do. Hello, bros and hoes. For those of you who don't know me, my name is B Dunn. I'm also the Healthy Hoe. I do health news and I do hoe news. Hey, girl, you just on time. Excuse me, just in time. Just getting started. Bunch of crazy things happened this week, so I'm going to start reading off a few headlines. I got kicked off of Facebook for a few days because I dared to share an article that had some type of validity to it. I know. I shared an article from thesun.com that's allegedly, hey girl, that's allegedly a tabloid. And there's this real stupid person that follows me. And this is the second time he's tried this stupid shit. Oh, it's a fake newspaper. I'm like, well, if you click on the fucking article, you would see proof and evidence and receipts. Like, goddamn. Read. Anyway, so they had an article from the American Journal of Emergency Medics or something like that. There was a receipt. So the point is, it wasn't a fake article. But here we are. So these articles that I'm about to read, I'm going to put them on my Facebook after the fact. But let's get started. Okay, so first up, Chadwick Boseman passed away from colon cancer. I don't know if you guys heard about that. And apparently he was diagnosed about 4 years ago, and he kept it a secret from everyone. None of his castmates or directors or anyone knew. And it says that he got secretly married before he passed away. And this really breaks my heart. And for those of you who know me in real life, know that these type of illnesses are the reason why I got into natural medicine, because I am just so tired of hearing people suffering from these preventable illnesses. It just really breaks my heart. And I'm glad that he did marry this lady, so at least, he left her something, so that's good. Rest in peace. Another thing that made me upset about that was he had lost a lot of weight, and he had to take all his photos off of the internet because stupid people were talking shit. And you have to be a miserable person to just go in on a celebrity for no reason. And these are people who have absolutely nothing. They look like absolutely nothing, and they're just nothing. And they just want to tear people down because they have nothing. And it's really pathetic, but gotta deal with it. Okay, so Niecy Nash decided that she was a lesbian, and she came out to the world at a ceremony. I wouldn't call it a wedding. A ceremony with some woman out somewhere. And she's a singer. Chad Boseman's wife was a singer too. I don't know who these people are, but they're singers. Okay, so yeah, 3 kids later and 2 marriages later, she's a lesbian. Go ahead, girl. This was crazy. So Marcus Houston marries a 19-year-old. And I heard about this article because someone was trying to call him a pedophile because he's 39. I mean, were you in the bed with them? No. And she's a really, really pretty girl. She's a baddie. And he said that they met when she was 18 or so at some Jehovah's Witness camp or something, and she was a friend of Chris Stokes. Now, I don't know if I would have told the world that she was a friend of Chris Stokes because they don't look too good. But hey, whatever. And he said that they waited until he was they didn't start dating until she was an adult. So, that's on now. It's not like she's pregnant or anything. She got pregnant before she was 18, so mind y'all's business. So, he's in love. He's got a pretty girl. You go, bro. You go, ho. I don't know if he's got any money left, but hey, whatever. Okay, what else happened? Nancy Pelosi says that the hair salon should apologize for her setup visit. So she's out here trying to be a Nazi about all the distancing and everything because we hate her. And she went to a hair salon out in California. Now, apparently the city... Which city was she in? In San Francisco. So she made an appointment to go in there by herself, but apparently the city still doesn't allow indoor beauty services because of the virus. Now, they have people having to do drive-through funerals, and they can't watch their kids be born, all kind of crazy stuff, and she gets her hair done. Girl, bye. Cut it out. And she said it was a setup. Okay. Of course she does. Anyway. The Greater Baton Rouge State Fair canceled due to the pandemic, and this is the second time that this has happened. The first time was because of Hurricane Katrina. And, of course, that's bringing money to my state, but what can you do? Okay, so Master P launched a new food brand to replace Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's. And he says that he did this because he, Uncle Ben's and Aunt Jemima were black brands, and we all thought that they were owned by black people, which turned out to not be the case. And he said that he launched them because he wanted to show something that didn't have like a lot of stereotypical features and this and that. I never thought that the black food characters had stereotypical features. They just look like black people to me. And I like seeing black people on our food products, but hey, whatever. So he's got some rice and some pancakes. Too bad I don't eat rice anymore. Gozan o tabe masen. That means I don't eat rice in Japanese. So you go, Master P. I'm mad because I kept emailing his ass because I wanted a catalog for some rap snacks, and he never emailed me back, but he got time to make rice. Man, get out of here. Not okay, bro. Good luck with that, bro. Okay, so this pregnant Australian mother was arrested for a Facebook post planning a lockdown protest. And she's like, yo, I have a doctor's appointment in an hour. My kids are here. Like, what are you doing? They're like, we don't care. We'll take you in. A lot of people talk shit about America because they're retarded and spoiled. And they listen to CNN. And they don't realize that we have freedom of speech. Other countries don't have freedom of speech. Oh, fuck America. Yeah, someone told me that. It's like, well, bitch, leave. Like, we really do have a lot of rights here. We really do. And this woman got arrested for planning a Facebook protest. Now, we all know the powers that be censor us and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, at least we do have a constitution. And if you do get the opportunity to fight, at least we can't fight. That's why Facebook's getting sued right now. And YouTube getting sued. Because they suck. Okay. So the CDC was deluged with deluged? Is deluge not charity? We're going to just use our phonics here. Deluge. With insane numbers of calls about coronavirus conspiracy theory. Whenever the mainstream news calls something a conspiracy theory, guess what? It's true. So they're trying to say that it's not true that they have been lying about the number of COVID deaths. And this is driving me up the wall. I mean, I've had video of Deborah Birx saying at a White House briefing that if someone has COVID in their system, to mark it as a COVID death. If you die of a heart attack, COVID death. If you come in from a car accident, you die, COVID death. Like, where's the theory? This is true. It's a fucking fact. And hospitals get $13,000 per COVID death. And that's why all the other deaths for other issues have just gone away. Because everyone's dying of COVID now. Okay. Jesus Christ. Next story. So, I don't know if you guys heard. I did post this. Dr. Dre is getting a divorce from his wife. And she is still living in the house and has access to all the cars and the chefs and everything else. And this girl wants $2 million a month in temporary support. Girl, why? So goofy. And she says that she signed this prenup and that 2 years later, Dr. Dre just said, oh, I'm so mad I made you sign it, and like tore it up. Like, that's not how that works. Of course, he says he never did it, but even if he tore it up, that doesn't mean anything. That means absolutely nothing. Is she going to get $2 million a month? Probably not. And Dr. Dre is worth $800 million, so that's awesome. But I mean, she's still living there. Why would he give support for something? So stupid. I don't know. Okay. Next article. Sorry, my computer's so slow. The CDC wants states ready for COVID vaccines by November. Why early November? What is going to go on in early November? I wonder. Yeah, so they've informed public health officials in all 50 states and several large cities to prepare to distribute the vaccine by November the 1st. Well, if y'all don't have any firearms, I'm not going to tell you to go buy one. Current events? Yes, ma'am, we're doing current events. But I'm done with this one, so I'm going to get started on the topic in a second. But yeah, they're saying that they're really trying to just force us to take this vaccine. Now, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but I did, one of my first stories was about UPS giving vaccines. This is probably why. They partnered with Merck to distribute vaccines. If you want to go back and look at that, it's a really, really old article, so it's still there. Yeah. Over my dead body. That's all I have to say. Man, whatever y'all do, do not take that shot. Okay, so today's topic is I don't need a man's money. And this is usually a female's famous last words before she plays herself. Hey, Charity, you can call in when I'm finished if you want to. And chop it up with me. Okay. So, what is an independent woman? Now, in black culture, we are encouraged, I'm not going to say coerced, but encouraged to be independent women. You never see this with white women. We'll get to that in a minute. But according to the culture, an independent woman is a woman that don't need no man. She can take care of herself, and she don't need this, and she don't need that. And basically, she's saying that she is an adult, but she's a stupid adult. Because real women know that, excuse me, sneeze is stuck. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm not going to say real women. I'm saying intelligent women know that a man's job is to protect and provide. And an adult is physically able to take care of herself, of course. And you're not supposed to depend on anyone to take care of you. Because a lot of silly females say, oh, I can take care of myself and I don't need a man to take care of me. Okay? I mean, if anyone is stupid enough to literally put her life in the hands of someone else, she's not smart. So this whole independent woman thing has really screwed us up. Now, independent women are very masculine. They don't know that they're masculine, but they are. Because they're trying to take a man's job, for their job of protecting and providing. They're trying to fill their role. That's what men do. They're masculine. They're also demeaning. Women will tell their poor man, impoverished man, oh, this is my car. I don't need your money and this and this. Or if you lose his job, you ain't pay for that, put that back, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. They're controlling because they feel like they pay all the bills or they split the bills, so you can't tell her what to do. And a lot of guys say, even when I was younger, they would say, oh, she doesn't listen, she doesn't listen. Not because he's trying to treat her like a child, but if his job is to protect her or try to guide her, and she's just being a dummy. I mean, guys don't like that. They want women who are cooperative and easygoing and fun. That's why men like hoes. This is why. Y'all starting to catch on? Yeah. Yes, independent women are very uncooperative. They just... I had a friend tell a girl, don't do X, Y, and Z, and she did it just to spite him. For no fucking reason. It was so stupid. I'm just sitting here like, oh my God. Childish. That's what we're going to call it. The fact that you would start a fight with a man for no reason because you literally don't have anything else better to do, you're an idiot. And then when guys cheat on you, you want to know why. That's why. And these type of women also shoot their shot. And they think that they should shoot their shot because they're a strong woman and they can go do what they want. Now, as far as shooting your shot is concerned, feminine women know that you're supposed to lure a man over. They know how to eye fuck and they know how to sit somewhere and look good and place themselves where they're seen. They're not going to go sit in the back of a restaurant. They know they look good. They're going to sit dead front and center with the empty seat next to them so that a rich man can come join them and pay for their food and their drinks. That's smart women do. Now, if a hoe shoots her shot, she just lets her presence be known. She will never go ask a man for his number or anything like that. Because if a man wants to talk to you, he's going to approach you because that's what men do. They see you, they're not stupid. Charity made a great point. Why fight when you can get the money? Exactly. These girls are so damn stupid, they have no lives. Remember, they independent women, they don't need no man. And she's going to be taking care of him and buying him shit, and he's living up at her house. I've seen it. Hoes know that they're not going to get anything from a man if she's always causing problems. How are you going to be fighting with a man and acting a fool and being an annoying bitch and then ask for something? That's not how it works. This is another reason why hoes are winning. Are y'all catching on? Yes. But back to shooting their shot. Hoes know that they're supposed to just let their presence be known. She smiles and she flirts. And she eye fucks and she smiles and she flirts. And she posts TikTok. And she bends and snaps. Just kidding. But we all know that that's what you have to do. Now, of course, some men are taken or they're in positions where they can't really come after you per se, but they will throw hints. Because they have to be sure, I guess, sure that you're into them because they have a lot on the line. They actually have something to lose. So sometimes you do have to put yourself in that situation. It's just, say that you're interested or that you want to fuck him, whatever. Not for free. But you have to kind of sometimes go to their mind to dig for that goal. But as far as like getting the number and everything, she's not going to be calling him every goddamn day. She's not going to be the one setting up the dates. We don't do that. If a guy's got your number and he doesn't call you, it's because he doesn't want to talk to you. If he's texting you and not calling you, it's because he doesn't want to talk to you. Now, I've told guys, look, I don't do that texting stuff. Call me on the phone. There's a bum right now. Oh, what time do you want me to call? And I don't call because I don't know what you're doing. Why don't you just call me? And I said, call me, and if I'm available, I'll answer the phone. See how telephones work? I don't want to hear that stupid shit. Oh, I'm interested in going to Ruth's crib. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because I don't even think this guy's got any money like that. So, dinner ain't enough for me. Sorry. I went on a tangent. Anywho. So, yes, these women shoot their shots. Hello. These type of women attract bums. These type of bums that go after pick me, independent, I don't need no man type of women, these are the type of guys that will abuse her and her kids. I have seen this. Because only a bum will go after a masculine woman and actually consider her somebody he wants to be around. He has an agenda. He's got low self-esteem and he's a piece of garbage. And he's going to abuse her and he's going to abuse kids. Now, this is why I tell guys that keep chasing this low-hanging pussy fruit, you playing cheap games, you're going to win cheap prizes. And most guys, oh, I've been wanting to get rid of her, I don't like her, blah, blah, blah. And then when she gets pregnant, now all of a sudden he's got the courage to get rid of her. Hello. So all of a sudden he's got the courage to get rid of her. Well, she's pregnant now because she was a stupid pick-me that don't need no man. She was an idiot. And now she's got your kid. And so when the next guy comes around, your kid and this stupid woman, he's going to be a bum. And now you got to worry about whether or not this guy is fucking your kid over, hurting your child, whatever, because she's bringing a bum into the house. Y'all got to think about shit like that. It's so much deeper than just gold digging and chasing hoes. It's a whole mentality thing. And like I said, that low-hanging pussy fruit always has a problem. And I explain this to guys, and they just want something cheap and easy. They just want to go stick their dick in something, and they got cheap dick problems. There you go. Yes, these guys will literally take food and money out your kids' mouths. These are the type of guys who are moving to a woman's home that don't need no man, and she got money, blah, blah, blah. And she will be taking money that she could be spending on her kid, your kid, and spending on this guy. And this guy's about to upgrade his life, driving cars he never had, taking trips, living in a nice house, etc., etc. And these kids will have nothing to go to college, or these kids will ask for something, they got to go through him. Why? He don't pay bills. It really makes no sense, but it happens every day, y'all. I see it. Just trust me. Well, kids ain't got shit to wear, ain't got shit for college, but this nigga got new coffee makers and $4,000 massage chairs. This nigga wasn't bringing in $4,000 a month. Yeah, okay. And yes, these type of bums will use a woman to save money. That's why they like independent women, because she's going to foot the bill because she don't need no man to take care of her. And this nigga going to slide up in her bed, bring her dick and no money. All he's going to do is cost her money. Mm-hmm. And they use these type of women to spend money on the hoes that they really want to talk to. Like me. Know how I know? Because it happens to me. And I remember I was dating this guy. He said we were dating. I didn't know. But I was talking to this guy, and he was saying how he found some slut because he couldn't wait on me. We're not even going to talk about that. And I would make fun of him for having a slut. And she was really easy. She was a mom. It was so sad. But he was using all this money that he saved with her to spend on me. And it was so great. Okay, now these type of guys will cuff an independent woman for convenience. not because she's a prize. Like I said, these are users and these are abusers. So if you're buying them TVs and he can live with you while he's getting it together and going to school or whatever, and he feels like he can't do any better, or it's so much easier to just keep your dumb ass around, guess what? He's going to cuff you. And he might not even marry you. He might just keep you as a long-term fiance for like over 10 years. Yeah, we see that. And you cooking for him too? Girl. Because a lot of women don't realize that it's a lot of work for guys to go out there and find sex. Yes, it's everywhere, but you still got to go find it. You got to find the right sex. You got to find some, I can't say attractive sex because everybody don't fuck pretty girls, but it's a job. So if they find somebody who's easy and they're just there and they're stable, man, it's sad, but it's true. Now, remember, real men provide. They want to provide. And if a woman doesn't want him to provide, he's probably not going to be there because he is serving no purpose. And these type of real men don't deal with these independent, I don't need no man type of women. If you don't need no man, go buy a vibrator. Exactly. Real men who provide do not care about your education or your career. If you look at these rich men out here who have wives or long-term girlfriends, these women like Bill Hutchinson down in Dallas, old guy, his girl was a hostess and she's like 21. She was a hostess in a restaurant and look at her now, living that life. What's your boy Floyd Mayweather? He found a girl who was like a waitress somewhere or working at a cash register or something. These men don't care if you look good and you're nice and you're feminine and you're pretty. They don't care. And all these women that say they don't need no man, they're all usually professional, high-achieving women. And they have no man. And ain't nobody spending no money on them. Not because they're educated and have a career, it's because of the attitude. But a man's not going to look at you and say you're not good enough to be with him because you haven't reached a certain status in your education or your career. It's not true. And a lot of us are taught, especially in the black community, like you're supposed to just focus on your career and not the man, because you're supposed to like bring something to the table. It's this whole pick-me mindset that gets passed down, which I call a generational curse, but this is bullshit we're taught. And it made me think because my cousin was telling me, the older we get, of course, the less men there are out there, and no one is teaching us to focus on also getting a career and getting a husband. We really don't. I mean, I tried, but whatever. Let's see. If a man says he likes independent women, it's because he likes to play them. Men love dummies. Boys love dummies. Remember that. Boosie and Tory Lanez, no, independent women, go get your own Gucci bag, blah, blah, blah. Boosie don't pay bills. And he's going to take an X pill and fuck you raw and you'll have nothing to show for it. Because you're stupid. And Tory Lanez shooting women in the foot. You think he pays bills? No. He said, get your own Gucci bag after a night of passion with him. Ugh, gross. Ugh. Being easygoing and cheap will never make you look like a keeper. You look like a fool. A lot of women feel like, I'm just going to pretend I don't want his money. And I'm going to be so easygoing and we can eat chicken wings in the park. You're a fool. You're a fool. And he's going to keep you around because you're cheap. Think about it. If you were a man and all you had to do was go buy a girl some chicken wings and you get the fuck, why would you do anything more? No one's going to save you. Most men nowadays are not going to teach you better or try to help you out because that means they have to spend more money. You're easy. You're easy. So why? Why jump through all those hoops? That's not smart. Let's see. It's not your job to prove yourself to a man. It's another thing a lot of women get confused. I need to show him this. And if you're too busy proving yourself to a man, how is he supposed to prove himself to you? That's not how that works. Now, no one said to just sit there like a bump on a log. You show him that you're nice. You show him that you're secure, that you're not calling him all day, or if he falls asleep, you're going to go by his house to see where he is. No, I've never done that. But I've seen it. You show him that you're cooperative. You show him that you're feminine. And you show him that you're not a doormat. You don't have to act a fool and throw things and pull guns on people to show them that you're not going to take their shit. It's all about your actions. And a lot of females they are full of shit. They'll say, oh, I'll never let a man do this to me, and I don't take this. Then they take it. Literally. It's about your actions, because a lot of guys come across women like that all the time who lie and say what they do and what they don't do. It turns out is all a bunch of crap. And a lot of guys are going to try you to see how stupid you are, and you have to put your foot down, because nice girls finish last. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Now, you can be stupid enough if you still haven't made it to the age of 21 and you ain't put 2 and 2 together, that when guys say they want this and they want that and they need this and that, and you're dumb enough to do it, it's not going to make them like you anymore. You look like an easygoing idiot. And it just doesn't work. Now, if you want to go date men from another planet, be my guest. But if you want to date males on planet Earth, hey, it is what it is. I don't make the rules. Being nice does not work. Because look at all the women you know who will bend over backwards for a guy. Be nice. Be the breadwinner. Come home and cook. Upgrade his ass. They still get cheated on. He still doesn't like her. He won't even kiss her, etc. And it's just very painfully obvious, but she got a man. She got a dick. She don't need a man, but she got a dick. Yeah, when you play cheap games, you win cheap prizes. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. A lot of women want to cook for men because they feel like they have to show him that she knows how to cook. And I remember back when I was stupid, I used to be like, oh, I need to go, cook for a guy, so I'll invite my friends over and I'll cook for them. I just needed to cook for a man, because that's what women do. They have to prove themselves to a man. According to the experts, if he is not your husband, you don't cook him shit. You make him pop the corn. But because I'm the healthy hoe, and I am not going to give a man corn, because we should stop eating corn. I do have some popcorn in the cabinet, but we're not going to go through all that. So, if I had to cook for a man, I'm going to put some hummus out that plastic container on a tray and put some plantain chips in a bowl. Boom, there you go. I would even boil any eggs, because you're only supposed to eat 3 eggs a week. No more than 3 eggs a week. So that's what you're getting over here, homie. Had my ex come to my house while I was sleeping and broke in and waited for me to wake up. Crazy ass women be on some other level shit. Okay, let me ask you something. Where did y'all go on a first date? Because clearly this was a pick-me, and like I said, when you play cheap games, you win cheap prizes. Hoes don't act like that because we're secure. We have other men to talk to, and we trying to get paid. No one's got time for that. And we probably even answer the phone when you call, because we got other shit we'd rather be doing, like watching anime. I got a lot of anime to watch. I got t-shirts to make. I don't have time. I don't want to talk on the phone all damn day. It takes 5 minutes to set up a date. 5. I can call 5 different men between Denton and Dallas. In your car eating Wingstop. Are we connecting the dots here? Oh man, that's terrible. And that's not a date. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now, I'm not going to say that you have to take a woman to Ruth Chris on the first date. You just got to take me to Ruth Chris on the first date. And also, I don't date guys who are like 25 years old. I'm dating older men who have money. And my thing is, if you're not going to take me on a nice date, I have no reason to be there. Also, if you're not offering me any money, I really have no reason to be there. So, for this first test run of a date, if you especially not offering any money, I'm making demands where we're going, or I'm not going. And I'm probably still not going to go if I don't think I get anything out of you. Because why am I here? There's only so many nice steaks I can eat. I tried better, but she didn't want nothing fancy. Because she's cheap. You have to find a better woman. And also, you don't have to break the bank to take a woman out for a nice time. You really don't. Even as college students, guys, listen. A lot of the college students, they haven't found women like me yet. So they're still, I'm not going to call them naive. They're not jaded and leveled up yet. We'll say that. So if you do something different and thoughtful, you really can win a lot of girls over. It's true. And like I said, it's about the atmosphere too. They have a lot of really nice places you can take a woman. You don't have to break the bank. You don't. Should I make a video about that? I don't know, because I may be selling out my own kind. But, you got to work within your budget. I'm not going to tell a guy to go max out his credit card to go try to impress a girl, because you're going to try the right hoe and she's going to drain you dry. And you can be sitting looking crazy and get no sex because you can't afford it. My idea has always been flowers and steak, ending with a dessert. That's sweet. Not an Applebee's steak, I hope. Personally speaking, I would take gas money over flowers. That's just me. I don't know. That's just me. But yes, we don't cook for men that are not our husbands. Because he'll never marry you. I ain't cooking shit. Last time I cooked for a guy because he helped me move. And it was him and 2 other people. So, and I didn't even really cook. I threw some fries in a pot and they were greasy. And then I put some fries in the oven and I got some burgers from Whole Foods. Texas Roadhouse, 12 hours rent. Texas Roadhouse, don't they have peanut shells on the floor? No, that's not romantic. Shame on you. You know where you can go that's decent and it's a pretty good price? Bonefish Grill, places like that. They have a lot of local restaurants that aren't on television that you can take women to, and you don't have to break the bank. There are a lot of good places, but now Texas Roadhouse, nope. Let's see. Speaking of food and dates, a lot of females say things like, I don't want a man to think I owe him. And it's usually about dinner. And you really have to ask yourself, first question, why am I making my vagina the equivalent? Why is the value of my vagina equivalent to food? Are you a homeless crackhead? I'm just saying. Now, back when I was stupid, I used to think this too. Oh, man, I gotta give us some pussy to get the lobster and all this stuff. This place is expensive. I didn't know any better. But ladies, I'm here to tell you that if you go into a restaurant with a man, you should be able to eat anything on the menu. And if he's complaining, he's poor. And you should never see him again. And this has happened to me. I never saw him again. I didn't want to be there in the first damn place. But I made him pay me for my phone number. He was like 26. But anyway, you should never feel like you owe a man your body for some fucking food. No. And also, why are you dating men that poor? You should know that a man's objective is to fuck. And every dollar he spends on you is supposed to lead up to that fuck. So if he's buying dinner and he think that's enough to fuck, he is poor. And he does not have money to be washing his hoopty, putting on cologne, getting dressed, driving to come see you to watch you eat and not have sex with him for some food. That is pathetic. And he is poor. Remember, when you play cheat games, you win cheap prizes. And offering to pay on dates. Oh, God, I've seen this. I've worked in a bunch of restaurants and everything over the years, and I remember I was at this spot that got shut down because the place went bankrupt and our checks bounced. But I was helping this lady or whatever, and it was time to pay, and she put her card in the fucking wallet, y'all. And I tell you, it took everything in me not to grab her card. Like, my first instinct was to grab her card and throw it back at her. And I had to catch myself. I'm like, yo, what is this bitch doing? No. And another lady, she's sitting there saying, oh, when I flew to New York to see you, and I paid for the tickets to the play, and this and this. He was just like, yeah. Because the guy's asking me, oh, why don't you treat men? Treat them to what? Take them on a date. He's a bitch. I don't date women. What the hell? No. That is pathetic. You don't do that. Oh, God. Now, according to Brother Lambert, in a relationship is supposed to be a partnership, and you should split bills once you're in a relationship. A hoe would never. Oh, God. Maybe you'll be in there washing dishes. I'm going to Uber my ass home. Because I'm not doing that shit. Not over here. I remember once, this one guy, I met him at a bar. I have a million stories. And so he asked me on a date or whatever. I knew he had no money, but I'm entertaining him. He even offered me the damn drinks his friend did. So he's sitting there telling me, yeah, by the third date, I would expect you to offer. I was like, yeah, I'm not the girl for you. I don't do that. And I pretended I was like passing out and shit. I was like, what? Do I look like I pay for tickets? Are you fucking kidding me? That is pathetic. And you're not paying me to be here. I ain't getting no gifts. You're not bringing no jewelry, nothing. I'm going to pay. For what? On the third date? Why? That is so pathetic. That means that guy is poor. He has spent enough money on you and you ain't fucking. Oh, no. Oh, you got to go. You got to go. Now, according to Brother Lambert and Heaux Tactics, he says that you should offer to pay to show him that you're not a gold digger to see if he'll take the date. And Lord forbid he does let you pay, then you just lost out on some money. I don't have money to lose. I don't have money to throw away. We don't do that here. I'm not doing it. Nope. I Ain't offer shit. I ain't split no damn tickets, none of that crap. And a lot of girls, they'll split a ticket with a dude on a first date and then be like, well, what are we? Nothing. And you still fucked him, dummy. Girl, come on. I like this guy. He don't like you. Go stop. Cut it out. Now, a lot of women, most women, damn near all women, they lie and say that gifts and cash don't matter until it's birthday and Christmas time. These same women saying, I don't need no man for his money. When a birthday come and she don't get shit, or Valentine's Day come or Christmas come and they don't get shit, now they mad. You need to make a decision. Do you want a man to treat you like a lady or don't you? Because that's not how that works. You can't start off saying, oh, I don't care, because I'm so nice and easy going, durr. And then when you don't get it, then you mad. That's not how that works. You stupid. Because you don't want a man to think you owe him. Oh, so fucking dumb. Okay. How do you know that you've cuffed a bum? Because clearly a lot of women are very confused. They have no problem driving your car around. That's a good sign right there. If your man drives your car around while you're at work and then tries to dictate to you when you're supposed to be done at work, or he's tired of waiting, but he's in your fucking car. I even asked the girl one time, like, why don't you just drive your car and just let him stay at the house? He don't have a job. He shouldn't be going anywhere. Where is he going if he can't afford a car? So stupid. And then when she left him, all of a sudden he had $16,000 to go put down on a new car. Funny how that works. Oh, they'll move into your house really quickly, even if you have a young child. Because remember, no one wants to get cuffed faster than a man with nowhere to live. A man will loan you money instead of giving it to you. That is a very surefire sign that you have a bum. For instance, I had a friend who liked broke dicks, and she asked the guy to borrow $600. I looked at her like, bitch, borrow money. Girl, what? And she's a pretty girl. It was so pathetic. And so she's like, it's a lot of money. So they went out to dinner. He invited her to dinner, right? And so at the end of the dinner, the check comes, and he says, "Oh, well, you can pay for it and take it off the tab that you owe me." And I said, "Really? Now, what was all this I was telling you about dating poor men? Does it make sense now?" Yeah. I was watching Millionaire Matchmaker, and one girl, she's so stupid. She's falling in love with this guy whose net worth is like $50 million. And so the ticket comes. He says, do you want to split this? I thought he ordered dessert. He wanted to split the ticket with this girl. She's been with him for a year. Excuse me. Sleeping with him. Beautiful. She was like a model. And she was short on rent, but she came up to his house with a Christmas gift. And she was trying to ask him to borrow money for her rent. Y'all, it's so sad. Oh, God, I wanted to shoot her through the television. Oh, yeah. Another thing. Guys, bums will use your money to spend on you and pretend they bought you stuff. Like the poor man that you let move into your house and have access to your bank accounts. Oh, he bought me this. No, you bought it for yourself. Because remember, he cost you more than he's bringing in. Yeah, he's giving you his little punk-ass retirement check, but I mean, that's nothing. He's costing you more. You paying for this man. You're literally taking care of another kid. Yeah. Stuff like that. Or he'll steal out your purse. And like I said, we're taught to focus on our careers. Hey, guess what? Wouldn't it make more sense to focus on your career with the support of a husband? I bet these white women coming out of school and they're getting married younger because they don't have that whole Miss Independent brainwashing crap on them, and their husbands are helping them advance themselves. Like I said, no one said to not have a career or not want to do anything with your life, but it would make more sense to have that support. For instance, my cousin is a doctor, and she had something really crazy happen with board, something really goofy. She didn't have a job for a year, but her husband took care of her. And that's a great thing because, I mean, yeah, she's a doctor. She could be like, I don't need no man, I'm a doctor. She would have been fucked. And that man loves her, and he took care of her. So, thank God. I have a couple cousins that are doctors. But he took care of her. So, we really can't say, oh, I got to focus on this and this. I don't have time for a man. I mean, you fucking somebody. You sucking somebody's dick. Might as well be worth it, right? Find a dick that you could suck forever. Yeah, do that. And we are really missing out because, like I said, the smart thing to do would be to find a man who'll take you and, maybe finance your business or help pay for school so you don't have to go into debt. That would make more sense. Okay, so basically to sum this up, independent women are playing themselves, and I've sat here and explained all the reasons why. They out here looking like a bunch of fools, and a lot of women tell me things like, well, I can take care of myself, I don't need it. But they are literally playing themselves, and some women, they just want a dick, and it's like you got pregnant like 3, 4, 5 times for a man who doesn't even help you with your kids. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. And I'm not telling every woman that they just have to get a man to pay their bills and things. But, I mean, if you're getting pregnant for a poor man, I mean, it's not smart. Because you're literally taking care of all these kids, and then he's living with you. So you have a poor husband who's a good father, but he's not showing your children that a man is supposed to provide. How is he a good father? What is he teaching your kids? But he's there, and he's a babysitter. Yeah, okay, we gotta do better. So, anybody want to join in and chop it up with me? Anybody want to add to the discussion? Who's in here? Anybody want to cam up? All right, cool. Well, that's my show for today. I got things to go do, and I need to go eat some lunch. So, talk to me next week. And next week, what we're discussing, I'm not even sure yet. I'll figure it out, and I'll let you guys know. I'll try not to get banned on Facebook anymore so I can keep in touch with you guys through my Facebook page. So, you like my t-shirt? Ain't it cute? Send me an email, and I'll make one for you. Talk to y'all later. Oh, yeah, and don't take that COVID vaccine.